Alright guys, we're back for another update. We took the transom out from the clamps earlier, probably about an hour ago, and I flipped it over, sanded it down, and we trimmed all the little excess pieces of glass off, sanded it down really good, and I flipped it over, and now we're coating this side with polyester resin. This is it's mixed to 1% because it's kind of hot out. It's probably 80 degrees out here today. So I put one coat on, let it tack up, and I came back and put another flow coat on so that we'll have a good seal. And then we're going to come back and put some triaxial on this side. Now this side here is going to be facing the bow of the boat. So as you can see, we got the tunnel cut out right there. It's going to go around here. This little tunnel cut out that's in the back of the boat right there, as you can see. So I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna do some grinding on that flange over there all the way around here. It's already about 90% done, but a little more grinding to do, make sure we have a good fit. And then once that kicks off, we'll mix up some peanut butter, clean it up, and we'll trowel some peanut butter on this side, or some thickened resin in that groove really thick, and then we'll put the transom in. So I opted to go with the existing bolt holes from the jack plate there, and then I'm going to use the tie down bolt holes on both sides, and I'm going to use the drain plug on this side. I'm gonna cut another drain plug on this side, and I bought some 1/2 inch all thread, and I'm gonna put some big fender washers in, and I'll drill all those holes into this because they're already going to be existing holes for components, tie downs, drain plugs, all that stuff. And I'll use the all thread wrapped in some painter's tape, shove it in the holes, and I'll use that to clamp it to the transom. So we're going to let that kick off. I'm going to get in here and do some grinding, and we'll be back. Alright, so little progress. We'll ground that flange down in the corner right there. We're all the way back around it. Sanded it smooth. We've got a few low spots right there, and right there, and along this side here that I'm going to have to fill in with some peanut butter right before I put the transom in. Alright, so this is going to be my strong back. See, right here, I drilled some holes straight through it in those 4 spots, and that is going to go on the outside of the transom here. It's going to hit this hole, this hole, this hole, and that hole. So whenever we put this in it, we'll have the strong back along the back, and it'll allow for that transom to be flat. So we've soaked the transom in polyester resin. You see it's starting to kick off really good. We're getting close. We're getting real close. Hopefully we'll have it in today and clamped up, ready to go. I sanded the skin of the transom down, wiped it down with acetone. I've put some duct tape around the holes where I drilled through, so that when I run the all thread through it, hopefully that piece of wood won't stick to the outside of the transom. And then I got my all thread here ready to go. As you can see, I've wrapped some duct tape around the holes, so I'm gonna double nut these and almost gall them on the short side, and then I'll run it through, and hopefully we can get it where the polyester resin won't stick to the bolts. I'm sure it's still going to be a pain to get them out, but that's where we're at right now. Oh, mixed up some peanut butter, used some of these micro balloons I've got in here, and some Cabasil and some chopped fibers. See, It's about peanut butter consistency. See there? So that's where we're at. We'll be back whenever we get it clamped up. Alright guys, we got the transom in. We bonded it in with some thickened resin, and I used all of those big fender washers and pieces of all thread strung back here, one down in that drain, one down in this live well hole. See, we went around the edge and created our radius, some thickened resin with some chopped strand fibers, and we clamped it here, clamped it over there. This is a strong back on the back side. So now we got to let it set up, let her kick, and hopefully we'll be able to get these bolts out. But that's going to be it for today. I'm going to start cleaning up, and we'll come back another day. We'll let this sit for a few days. Hope y'all are having a good one.